yet another episode of One Take. It was a horrible Dasera in Maharashtra and in Mumbai particularly, when late into the night, Baba Siddique, who recently joined the NCP Ajit Pawar faction, was killed. And that has given a rise to a huge uproar. The timing also couldn't have been worse politically speaking. And as expected, this has now mired into a huge political controversy. And that's the question I'm asking you this week.
हे लॉ अँड ऑर्डरची फेल्युअर आहे.
बाहेरच्या राज्यांमध्ये लोक येत आहेत, महाराष्ट्रामध्ये मुंबईमध्ये पोलिसांच्या देखत धवळ्या म्हणजे इतक्या सगळ्या लोकांसमोर खून होत आहेत.
लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन है महाराष्ट्र में पूरी तरीके से चरमरा गई है.
कायदा सुव्यवस्था किती ढासळली आहे. बिहार होतोय आपला महाराष्ट्र.
पुलिस का बंदोबस्त है सब तरफ, उसके बीच में आके कुछ लोग मार के जाते हैं, तो ये क्या आप दिखाएंगे कि लोगों के दिल से भय निकल गया. लोग ये दिखाना चाहते हैं कि सरकार कुछ भी कर ले, कितनी पुलिस लगा दो, हम आके मार के जाएंगे.
As Maharashtra heads into state elections, and this is going to be a bitter fight between the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi on one side and a euphoric BJP after their landslide win in Haryana, which is why, trashing the naysayers, the BJP and its alliance partners are very hopeful of repeating the win of Haryana in Maharashtra as well. Well, Maharashtra is a key state, one of the largest ones. It's also the financial hub of the country, and therefore this is one state where the BJP cannot afford to lose out. And also with the kind of collapse of the Uddhav Thackeray government, the way that many people left that sinking ship to join the BJP also makes it very important for the Saffron party to win from here, to see it as a referendum. But there's a spanner in the works, and that is the assassination or the killing of Baba Siddique. And this is something which the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi plans to make it the fulcrum of their campaign against the BJP and the Eknath Shinde Sarkar. The collapse of law and order in the state is going to be one of the main points of their campaigns. They're going to keep on highlighting this, making the point that the BJP has no reason to be in power. And it's not just Baba Siddique's murder. It was, for example, the shootout at Salman Khan's residence from outside, the rape of a young girl, and several other law and order issues across the state, which has given fodder to the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi to make the point, don't vote for them. First, they threw our government out illegitimately. They are in power without any kind of referendum or any kind of legitimacy, and now they are clearly not suitable to be in power. And that's the question I'm asking you this week. Will the Baba Siddique factor play a pivotal role in the Maharashtra elections? Does a failing law and order issue, to quote the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi, ever become an election issue? It's interesting that there have been many development projects which have been announced by the government. The Prime Minister himself has made multiple trips to the state as well. And apart from that, there have been many schemes. The replication of the Ladli Yojana scheme, which worked in Madhya Pradesh, will it work in Maharashtra as well? And the BJP's game plan is to cover up or to negate the negative publicity over the shootout of the Baba Siddique case by making the larger point that that is something which could be seen maximum as an aberration. The Mumbai police has swung into action. Those shooters were caught immediately, they were tracked down, they were traced, and therefore it cannot be seen as a collapse of law and order in the state. And that is the reason why the BJP plus its alliance partners are not too worried. But Baba Siddique has his friends in cutting across political spectrum, not just in the BJP or in the Eknath Shinde faction of the Shiv Sena, but of course in the Congress, in NCP, which is why you saw that politicians cutting across party lines, all of them condoled his death. But not just that, he's also a man who has very good connects as far as the celebrities are concerned. Almost all the top leaders of Bollywood were present there at the Leelavati hospital, where he was taken immediately after that shootout, or even at his cremation, and in all the functions or rituals after that. So he is in that sense seen as a grassroots and someone who's rooted to the ground and someone who has his friends across several spectrums. So the death or the shootout of Baba Siddique certainly has created ripples, and this is something which the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi definitely wants to use to its advantage.
ये वैसे ही है जिस तरीके से सत्ता के में रहने के लिए पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि कैसे हम सत्ता में कायम रहें।
सरकार की जो नीयत है गुनहगारों को सपोर्ट करने की, उसी के परिणाम है कि महाराष्ट्र में इस तरह की घटनाएं होते जा रही है।
Had it happened in the other states, the BJP would have demanded the president rule over there.
In fact, that same night when the news first broke, we spoke to a large number of people from the opposition, whether it was a Priyanka Chaturvedi, whether it was Waris Pathan, whether it was people from the Congress parties, Nana Patole, all of them have made the same point that the Eknath Shinde Sarkar cannot stay in power even for a single day. Devendra Fadnavis must also face ire because he has failed to perform his duty as the minister. But that's the question which we all need to ask. Whether public memory is short, because elections are going to be in November, will people still remember? Do these things really matter, or has it become a way of life? Because I remember whether it was in West Bengal, whether it was in Haryana to a certain extent, issues which we thought would resonate on the ground against the BJP did not end up doing so. Like Haryana, Maharashtra also has multiple castes. Like Haryana, the development projects are a double engine ki sarkar narrative. And in its defense, what the Eknath Shinde government is going to say is that we were very quick to take action and nab the killers.
ज्यांनी हत्या केली, फायरिंग केली, त्यात 2 लोकांना अरेस्ट केले मुंबई पोलिसांनी. एक फरार आहे, त्याला शोधण्याचं काम चालू आहे, तो लवकर पकडला जाईल आणि याच्यावर फास्ट ट्रॅकवर खटला लावून त्याला कोर्टामध्ये फाशीची सजा या ठिकाणी देण्याची विनंती करू.
To find politics in this is completely unfair. We are going to hear multiple voices on this, but the jury is still out whether it's still going to resonate on the ground. But certainly what sources within the MVA tell us that in its first big meeting where they were working out on their manifesto or a common minimum program, one of the main thoughts on which it is going to be the fulcrum around which its campaign is going to be worked out is going to be precisely on this. How this government is not safe for the VVIPs and certainly not for the common man. If on a high security day like Dasera, it could not ensure that the Janta could be safe or a VVIP could be safe, then really does this government can be called the Aam Aadmi Ki Sarkar. I leave you with this question. Will people forget and forgive? Will people move on? Or will the BJP plus its allies come up with a roadmap to counter this narrative of the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi? Thank you so much for watching.